Hi all, I've just given it a bit of a quick wash. This is a Skipper 17, 1975 I think. I'll double check on it. What I'm going to do, I've been meaning to do this for a few years now. I've got a couple of videos on YouTube of revamping it and I've just never got around to it. So the first plan of attack is, if you want to follow these videos, and I'll put them in succession. Well, I'll put them in 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just get inside the cab. Now she's a twin drop keel. So there's a copper bolt going straight through here and another one through there. I managed to loose them off yesterday. Interior, let's have a seat. Wow, there we go. So interior is not bad actually. I've got all the cushions and I've got all the ply. So look at that, that's quite tidy. It's got curtain rail holders. It's just started to rain, so I'll close the cab in a minute. So she's got a V berth at the front and I've got all, like I said, all the ply for that. So if I modified a bit, you could sleep too. But also, oh, excuse my big fat hand. Sorry, just trying to show you. If you look down there, see that partition at the bottom? Well, on this, you could sleep another person or a youngster could sit down there, sleep down there. But I'm going to put 2 hatches, which I've ordered already, and I'll show you me fitting them. The other thing I'm trying to look at now is where I'm going to mount the power. I'm going to put a battery. I've got to do the lights. The lights are there. If you can see, there's little knobbly things sticking out through the roof. That one there. So you've got starboard and port. I've got one at the back and I've got one on the front. And the one at the back, none of them have been wired. So I don't know how this was used. I have no idea when. I just acquired it. I paid £600 with the trailer, an electric engine, and the sails. One of the sails is the old main sail and the other one is a front jib sail, and it seems to be okay. So I've got to figure out where I'm going to put this electric. I've got a box and I've ordered, and what I'm going to do is a full video on how to, well, I'm going to fit the battery, wire it, solar panel, everything, charge control unit, and the lighting and all the wiring, and I'll do it step by step. Very easy to follow. Well, I think. Again, I might be wrong. So there you go. So this will be one of my first installments, just showing you what I've done. I've washed. We've got to get it off the trailer because the trailer needs revamping, so I've got to sort that out. Interior is nice. I mean, yeah, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a couple of drips. See the drips coming in? I've just washed all that, so I need a new seal. And there's a bit of a, oh no, it's just a clip, but I need a new seal to go all the way around this window. So that'll be coming off when the weather, we've got some rain, which we need. I've already resealed the windows. That was in a previous video about 2 years ago. I'm lazy. So I'm just looking where to mount the battery, which will probably go in one of these slots, probably down there. Or even at the back, when I put the hatch in, that might be easier. I'll show you the back. I'll show you from the cockpit. So she's quite big, 17 foot. So those bits we look at underneath are these 2 pieces here, and they just waste. So I've got 2 hatches coming. They weren't bad either, £60 for the pair. And I sold a weighted jacket to put the money towards that. That's quite good. So they'll probably go here, and I think the partition's about here. So I could put the battery there and then run all the wires to that rear light and then the port and starboard light. I'm not a sailor. I've only sailed once, which is about 2 years ago, with a Skipper 14, and I fell in because I started going under the boom. So if the boom was here, going to the back of the boat, and the mast is there, but there was no cabin on this one, it was an open cabin, I just grabbed the mast, walked round it to the pleasure of my family and other people onlookers. They thought it was hilarious. Fine. So this is the task in hand. I've got all the front doors, they need a bit of repair. I did start repairing this because it was quite badly cracked and snapped down here. That needs finishing. I'll seal the window, like I said. There's a rolling reef, but it's gone. It's absolutely shattered. To buy a new one is about 100 and some odd quid, but I don't really need it because I got the forestay, whatever. Anyway, going up to the top of the mast, so I'll just connect to that and then put another rope, which is called whatever it is. People will correct me anyway. Port light is on the left because there's only not much port left, and it's also red, and the green is the starboard, which is on your right. Easy to remember. On the left is red, port, and left 4 letters, port, P-O-R-T, L-E-F-T. Okay, that's why I learned it. I've housed the mast up ages ago, so I'll be doing that again. That's it really for now. I'm just going to figure out the lighting. Take these, I'm going to unscrew these and I'll show you them in a bit. I'll just have a look what's underneath, and I've got to try and find some LEDs to replace them. I think you can see some water in that hole there and a bit of grime. That'll be sorted out. There is a bilge pump on board. It's not the best. It works, but it leaks. But I've got a bilge pump, electric one, which once the battery's in, that'll be fitted there. I don't know why they cut the hole in, but I think what it is, it's been leaking, coming down, pouring, and you can see where it's all accumulated there. And that's from the window, I think, with all that rain we had not long ago. I haven't been in here for that long. It's got some nice little, I don't know, as long as they're homemade, I think they came with it. I don't know. I've got to fathom this out. And there's not much instructions on the net showing the interior or anything. There's a little bit about the, I suppose, just learn. Right, let's get these lights off. Just try to undo them. They're easy. I don't know. They're very, very. I think someone's been into this. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Sorry, camera works rubbish. Ah, 12-volt bulb. Oh, that don't look too good. I wish we can get 12-volt bulb holders. Ooh. Oh, hold on, that's coming off. Okay, might just cover that up with a bit of gaffer tape, I think, and see if I can salvage this or have a look. Can you see that? Right, let's have a look at it. It might be right for a bit as it is anyway. Okay, that's tidy. That I'll clean up. The only drawback is I've got to find a bulb holder, because, be careful, just wear gloves I would. I'm going to get a pair of pliers to see if I can get that bulb out. But I think the holder, if it's okay, I'll revamp it and use it, because by the look of it, you can't see that, but I think, can you? I think there's a couple of threads in the bottom of that. I'll get into it and I'll have a look. Right. So, that one, not worth it. Have a look on the internet, and from eBay, if you really search well, I'll put a link in the description down below. If you do research it, I can get a pair for a tenner. So I'm just going to unscrew this one, see how it's held on, and I'll show you that in a sec. Ooh. Okay. I reckon I can rewire that and get an LED for it. That's disgusting. Right, I'll just... Okay, actually not that bad. I just took the glass, I can see it now. There you go. So I'll clean that up and that'll go back on. I'll take the bulb out. I think you can get LEDs. I don't know what they're called. They're called bullets. Probably all right, but I want LEDs, and you've got the screws, if you can see them. Let's do this properly. Right, so yeah, I'll just get some new wire. Is that upside down? Probably is. Probably is. I'll have to turn that round. Yeah, so undo them, new wiring, LED bullet, and then put it back together again. That's an easy one. The other ones, like I said, off eBay, 10 quid.